Welcome to From Me to We, where good people become great teams. Small shifts, big wins, and a culture built from the ground up.
All right, let me paint this for you. Ever felt like the puzzle piece that never sees the picture? You're grinding, doing your part, but no one's shown you the picture on the box. No idea what the whole thing's supposed to look like. I remember standing on a job site, sweat dripping into my eyes, moving heavy stone from one spot to another, and all I could think was, why am I even doing this? Who's this for? Does it matter if I get it perfect? When you can't see the bigger picture, your work feels smaller, slower, heavier.
That's such a vivid image, Jake, and honestly, it's the story of so many teams. We get so focused on our own little corner that we forget we're building something together. Gallup's research actually backs this up. When people understand how their role fits into the whole, engagement jumps by 23%. That's not just a stat, that's a game changer for how we show up every day.
Yeah, and it's shocking how much that clarity matters. I mean, Gallup's got the data. Only about a third of U.S. employees are actually engaged at work right now. That's a lot of folks just going through the motions. And the cost? Globally, it's to the tune of $8.8 trillion a year lost to disengagement. That's not just numbers, that's real people, real teams, real missed opportunities.
And you feel it, right? Like, I remember this one Saturday night at the restaurant I used to work at. Everyone's doing their job, but the server's mad at the kitchen, the busser's lost, the host is stressed. Nobody's looking at the bigger picture, so the whole thing falls apart. It's not about bad people, it's about missing the glue that holds the team together.
Exactly. Respect and trust are that invisible cement. If you skip this step, you're like a band where the drummer ignores the guitar player. The beat and the melody never match. The real magic happens when you zoom out from your to-do list and see the shared mission. That's when work starts to feel meaningful, not just busy.
And it's not just about feeling good. Teams with clarity outperform others, higher productivity, better retention, fewer safety incidents. It's the backbone of high performance. So, here's a quick action step for everyone listening. Tomorrow, ask a teammate, how do you see my work connecting to your goal? And then share one way their work helps you. It's simple, but it starts the conversation that builds real connection.
Yeah, don't be the gear that jams the whole machine. When you see the system, you serve the system. And honestly, that's how you become the person people trust with more responsibility and better opportunities. All right, Miles, I know you've got thoughts on what leaders and coaches are actually looking for these days. Want to take us there?
Yeah, so here's the thing. Technical skills still matter, but they're not the whole story anymore. CEOs and execs are looking for people who can think in systems, adapt on the fly, and build real relationships. Empathy, adaptability, ecosystem building, those are the new power skills. I mean, McKinsey, Deloitte, Harvard Business Review, they're all saying the same thing. Soft skills and big picture thinking are what set high performers apart.
And it's not just the boardroom. Think about a great musician, not the one shredding the solo in the spotlight, but the one who shows up early to rehearse, learns everyone else's parts, and adjusts their playing so the whole band sounds tight. Their talent matters, sure. But what the conductor or band leader really talks about later, their humility, their attention to detail, their relentless effort to make the group better. It's not just about how fast you can play or how perfectly you can nail your part. It's about grit, a growth mindset, and purpose, knowing that the real magic happens when everyone's playing for the song.
I love that. And in sports, you see it all the time. The quarterback might be a star, but if the offensive line isn't protecting them, it's game over. Same thing on a crew. If the framing team doesn't talk to the electricians, you end up tearing down finished work just to run wires. It's not about being the hero, it's about making the whole team win.
Exactly, and it's not just sports or construction. In IT, in restaurants, in healthcare, adaptability, collaboration, mental toughness, those are the traits that help you rise when things get messy. Harvard Business Review's got case studies showing that leaders who encourage open dialogue and feedback see a 26% jump in engagement and a 40% drop in turnover. That's huge.
And let's not forget the books and thought leaders who've mapped this out. Amy Edmondson on psychological safety, Adam Grant on generosity and rethinking mindsets, Patrick Lencioni on trust and accountability. These aren't just theories, they're practical frameworks you can use. If you want to level up, start with those reads. But also just start by asking, how can I help the system, not just myself?
That's the move. And honestly, it's what makes you stand out, whether you're on the floor, in the field, or in the office. So let's get into the habits that actually build that respect and trust day in and day out. Imani, you want to set us up?
Absolutely. So let's paint a few quick scenes. Picture a restaurant, the servers laser focused on their tables, but the busser's out of sync and the kitchen's frustrated. Or in IT, a developer finishes the code, but the designer's mock-ups aren't approved and marketing's already announced the launch. Or on a basketball court, the point guard takes the shot because they're open, but misses the pass that would have sealed the win. What's the real problem? Not bad people, not lack of skill, just a lack of seeing beyond your own part.
That's where micro habits come in. End of day appreciation. Just saying, hey, I noticed how you handled that tough call. Or sharing a small improvement idea at your next team huddle. Even reflecting on your own purpose. Writing one line about why your work matters. These tiny moves build respect and trust over time, and they're permission-free. You can do them tomorrow.
Let me jump in with a quick crew story. We had this framing job, tight deadline, lots of moving parts. One day, instead of just blasting through our checklist, I pulled the team together and said, all right, how does what we're doing right now set up the next crew? Suddenly, people started thinking ahead, like, hey, let's leave space for the electricians. We finished on time, no rework, and morale was way up. It wasn't magic, it was just everyone seeing how their piece fit the bigger puzzle.
That's it, Jake. High performance starts in the space between the roles. And for everyone listening, here's your challenge. Try one of these habits tomorrow. Ask a teammate how your work connects to theirs. Share a small improvement idea, or just say, I appreciate how you handled that. These are the things that make trust and respect real, not just buzzwords.
And don't just listen, do the action items. That's how you make this stick in the real world. Jump into the community comments, share your small clarity wins, ask for feedback, or swap stories about what worked and what didn't. That's where the learning really happens, and where we all get better together.
Yeah, don't wait. The best teams aren't just the ones who know what to do, they're the ones who actually do it. So, take action, connect, and let's keep building this movement.
And to everyone out there, be proactive, be the piece that sees the picture. We'll catch you in the next episode.
You've been listening to From Me to We. Remember, every great team starts with one brave choice.